Hello, hello, hello. You are most welcome to another exciting review of The Power of Self-Discipline, No Excuses by Brian Tracy. And today we're going to be reviewing chapter 4. Chapter 4 is titled Self-Discipline and Goals. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, says Jim Rohn. It doesn't matter what goals you have. If you don't have the discipline to accomplish them, they'll remain mere wishes, they'll remain just mere hopes. Nothing is going to be done. So how can you achieve your goals? This is 2025. I'm sure you have goals for this year. Yes, today is the 1st of December. Right. That is if you are watching on the 1st of December. You have goals that before the end of this year, I must do this, I must do that, I must achieve this and that. But how are you going to accomplish this? We are going to be talking about the practical steps to achieving your goals. But you must understand that your ability to discipline yourself, to set clear goals for yourself, and then work towards them every day will do more to guarantee your success than any other single factor. And if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you want in life, everything is going to look like it. You are going to become so confused. You are going to be so distracted. So what do you really want in life? Where are you going? Before the end of 2025, what do you want to achieve? This and many more you should think about. Let's talk about the 3% factor. The 3% factor says that only 3% of adults have written goals and plans. And it is this 3% that earn more than the 97% put together. Can you beat that? Only 3% of people have their goals written out. If you don't have your goals written out, there is no way you're going to pursue it effectively. It is not going to work. Why do you need to write your goals out? Because a clear goals will bring you results. Don't just say, I want to be rich. Don't just say, oh, I want to be educated. How? Somebody who has 50,000 naira is also rich. Somebody who has $1,000 is also rich. But if your own goal is $1 million, then $1,000 to you will seem like you've not even started, and then you will keep running. Even the Bible says write out the vision so that when you see it, you can run with it. If you have no goals, you cannot be disciplined, because what's going to be pushing you? What's going to be pursuing you? What are you going to be aiming for? Without goals, discipline is not possible. You are going to be too relaxed. You're going to do those things that bring you fun and excitement. When you have goals and the discipline to pursue your goals, then you multiply your chances of success. There was a research carried out by some people in America. They divided some people into two groups. The first group had New Year resolutions, but they didn't write down their New Year resolutions. They just had it in their heads. The second group also had New Year resolutions, but they had their New Year resolutions written out. Guess what? At the end of the 12 months, those people that did not write down their New Year resolutions, they only achieved 4% of results. But the people who had their New Year resolutions written out, they achieved at least 44%. 44% of those who wrote down their New Year resolutions achieved them. But only 4% of those who did not write it down. So you have to cultivate the discipline of writing. A lot of people just say, I will do this, I will do that, but you don't write it down. Not just to write it down, you have to write it down and paste it somewhere. Paste it where you're going to be seeing it, so that every day when you wake up, you will know what you're aiming for. You'll be able to shut out distractions. I learned this while I was doing my master's degree. I'll write down what I aim to achieve every single day, so that anytime I go for lunch and somebody is trying to chat with me for too long, I know that, hey, I've not even achieved half of what I plan to achieve today. That will keep me running back to my work. Cultivate the discipline of writing. It is going to help you. Only 3% of adults have written goals, and everyone else works for these people. If you don't have your goals written down clearly with deadlines, you are going to work for those who do, because they are the ones that will be disciplined. They are so clear about what they want. Without any written goals, you can't be clear about what you want. There is something called failure mechanism, and there's also something called success mechanisms. Both of them exist. It depends on the mechanism that you set for yourself. The failure mechanism is automatic. It is in every one of us. We have that innate desire to just do the easy things, the fun things, right? So if you allow yourself to be conquered by your failure mechanism, you will never get out of your comfort zone. You will never push yourself. But the success mechanism has to be activated by you setting goals, knowing exactly what you want in life. That is how you activate your success mechanism. If you don't write your goals out, you are not disciplined about it, then the failure mechanism is in charge. But you don't want that. You really want to take control of your life. How do you take control of your life? By simply being purpose-driven. And how do you become purpose-driven? By having goals, clear goals, writing them out so that you run with it. People will know that, yes, this guy is aiming for something. It's just like when you are saving up for a car that you really, really desire. You know, that is purpose. Anytime an expense comes that wants to make you spend money anyhow, you'll be like, no, this money is for my car. That is something that is propelling you to do something. But the good news is that you don't need to know how to get there. Just start. A lot of people want to be financially independent. They want to be successful. They want to be wealthy. But how? They're waiting for when everything is going to become clear. No, just start. The fact that you have written it out is the starting point. Then you start writing how you want to get there. One of the ways is to set deadlines. If you don't set deadlines, nothing is going to work. So what are the 7-step methods to achieving your goals? Number 1, decide exactly what you want. Be specific. Do you want $1 million before 2025? Write it down. If you want to increase your income, write it down. If you want to double your income, write it down. Be specific. Number 2, that is deciding exactly what you want is step 1. Step 2 is to write it down. A goal that is not in writing is like a cigarette smoke. It's just going to drift away and disappear. You wake up 2 weeks later, you do not even remember that you thought about that goal because it's not written. Number 3, set a deadline for your goal. Without a deadline, it's just a mere wish. A deadline will force you into action. It will force you to take all the necessary steps that you need to take. The number 4 step, make a list of everything you can think about that you could possibly do to achieve your goal. Who are the people you need to meet? Who do you need to speak with? What course do you need to learn? Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to start saving? How much? And all of those things. Are there any obstacles that can come along? Challenges that you envisage. All of this will help you. A list of everything you can think of that will make you achieve your goal. Then number 5, organize your list by both sequence and priority. Which one should you do first? Which one should you do next? So that you don't have misplaced priority. If you misplace your priority, you are not going to arrive at your destination when you want to. Then number 6, take action on your plan immediately. Procrastination is the thief of time, and it is also the thief of destiny. The moment you think about it, you are sure, you are convinced about it. Take action, no matter how small. That is what guarantees success. Some people will say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week. Why? Take action, even if it's 1% or 0.1% action you can take immediately. Maybe you need to put a call through to say, oh, tomorrow I want to discuss something with you, sir. That is one action. You have committed yourself. And then tomorrow comes, you discuss with that person, you take your step forward. Number 7, do something every day that moves in the direction of your goal. Every single day. Every single day. Do something. This is what guarantees success. Every single day, 7 days a week. 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year, you are doing something, no matter how small. Do something every single day. that moves in the direction. If you have made up your mind to write a book, every day make sure you write. Maybe you give yourself a deadline, at least, no matter how bad, I must write 1 page of this book. That's why you are moving closer. By day 30, you have written 30 pages. Even if it's half page that you decided to write, by day 30, you have written at least 15 pages. The 10 goal exercise is another, thing that you really want to cultivate. This is one of the major or the most powerful goal achieving methods. Take out a clean sheet of paper, and at the top of that paper, write the word goals and write today's date. Then discipline yourself to write down 10 goals that you like to accomplish in the next 12 months. 2026 is approaching, but this is the best time to start setting out these goals. And you don't have to wait till 1st of January 2026. You can do it now. There is no law that says that, I must start at the beginning of a particular month. Even if you start on the 5th of a month, the 12th of a month is still your starting point. Then select one goal. Maybe you have written out 10 goals. Select one goal that is the most important. That's one goal that you need to achieve on your list within the next 24 hours. Now select it. That is the power of one goal. After the 10 goals, select one goal. Then make a plan. How do you want to do it? What is the first step that you are taking? Who are those people that you need to reach out to? What do you need to start doing? Do you need to start waking up early? Do you need to cut down on some things? Maybe how you spend money if your goal is financial. If it is a family goal, maybe you need to increase the time you spend with your family and all of that. Then the last one you're going to do is to use mindstorming to get started. This is very powerful. So many people use this to become wealthy, to become successful. Many people have become successful by using the mindstorming method. And how does this work? Take another clean sheet of paper, apart from the other one that you took. Then write out your major definite purpose at the top of the page in the form of a question. So for example, you really want to achieve a certain amount of money by a particular date. Then you write, how can I earn $100 million by December 31st, 2025? Then you now write out 20 answers to that question, 20 possible answers to that question. Maybe you need to double down on your marketing strategy. Maybe you need to learn a skill. I am going to learn a skill. I am going to talk to at least 20 customers a day. I am going to write an email to at least 10 prospects a day. You write out 20 answers to that question. Don't forget the law of cause and effect. Whatever you do will always come back to you, and in the form of thinking. Your thoughts will always produce the conditions of your life. You're a product of your thoughts. That is one part of the law of cause and effect. Everything that you are doing today is what will come back to you tomorrow. Every single thing you are doing now or that you refuse to do now will compound into the results, the kind of life that you will have in the future. And start with your thoughts. What are the things that you think about? Your thought is going to shape your life. It has been written by so many authors like Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, This classic book, Seed Time and Harvest. Yes, don't ever forget. There is nothing like, you are not planting any seed now, you want some harvest tomorrow. It's not going to happen. Even God does not work like that. It is garbage in, garbage out. So start with your thoughts. Refine your thoughts. What are the things you want to see in your life? Discipline yourself daily. Set goals. Goal setting is powerful. I learned this a long time ago, and it has really helped me. It helps me to reduce distraction. And don't set goal on the morning that you want to do it. No, make it a habit. What do you want to do tomorrow? Before you go to bed tonight, write it down. Then use mindstorming to think about it. You would have given yourself enough time to ruminate over it. Okay, tomorrow, instead of going to Lekki first, let me go to Ikeja first. Instead of calling Mr. Jackson first, let me call Mr. Nnamdi first. Mr. Nnamdi will give me some answers. Then that will inform my discussion with Mr. Jackson. Something like that. I do it a lot. Mindstorming. Think about it in your mind. so that you're not always jumping into errors and confusion and then regret. Oh, I should have done this first. I shouldn't have gone there first. I shouldn't have bought this first. You give your mind enough time to process your proposed action. Right. Develop the habit of goal setting. Apart from reading it in this book, this is something that I have learned a long time ago, and it has really, really helped me. When I was doing my master's degree, I started cultivating this habit. Every day, I would usually know what I want to achieve. If I'm going to review 5 articles that day, or I'm going to write at least 5 pages of my dissertation that day, I would write it down. The articles I'm going to review, what I'm going to do. So anytime I get to the library, I am focused. Even now, I do it. What do I want to achieve? The list of items is right on my table in my office. And I'm looking at it as I'm achieving them. I'm ticking them off. That way, I am not, just walking randomly. And at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I forgot to do this. No, there's nothing like that. So that at the end of the day, if I have 5 items, if I'm able to achieve 3, I will know if I've been productive or not. Maybe the other ones will not just be possible. At least it just moves you closer to your goal every single day. It moves you closer. If you have 5 items on your list to achieve in a day and you're able to do 3, you will know that, okay, you achieved beyond average. Maybe you didn't allocate enough time to them. And then the next day, you start off from where you left off today. Or if you're able to achieve 4, or even if it is 2, then the next day you can plan better. Maybe you were distracted, maybe you chatted too much, maybe you spent so much time on social media. Somebody is coming along the way, they are taking your time unnecessarily. You will know that, hey, I've not achieved my goal. You will quickly know how to discard them. But when you don't have a goal, people will help you to achieve their own goals. And that's not what you want. That's not how to live a disciplined life. Thank you so much for joining me on tonight's review. Please don't forget to like this video, share your comment with me, and please subscribe to this channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady. And on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. I'll come your way again tomorrow by God's grace as we review chapter 5. Until then, be intentional. Yeah, today is my wedding anniversary, so I'm at a restaurant. Let me show you around. Yeah, I'm at a restaurant. But I said my wedding anniversary will not stop me from doing this book review tonight, because I set a goal that we must finish this book before the end of this year, right? So that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy New Month. You mentioned that among those 5 alibis of skis and written. Oh, that's good, Mr. Matthew Vasai. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.